Hello, it's Scott Manley here, stepping back into the Battlestar Galactica universe.
The Theseus was sabotaged by a Cylon agent. Our fuel lines were damaged, and artillery reserves are dangerously low. There is barely enough fuel to maintain combat operations, and only enough for 1 or 2 short-range jumps. It is only a matter of time before the Cylons find us, and when they do, we won't be able to run. Recon Raptor flights have been launched to establish contact with fleet or civilian assets. As of this moment, we have been unable to establish contact with surviving fleet assets in orbit of Virgon. All orbital refineries have been destroyed. Our homeworlds are under attack. We have reports of nuclear detonations on Pycon, with casualties in the billions. Wireless traffic is flooded with distress signals. Although as far as we know, there are no organized evacuation efforts, a number of civilian ships fleeing Aerilon are under Cylon attack. We've received a distress signal from the Indart, a short-distance cargo transport which is part of a convoy now escorted by a Bolitho-class frigate, the Theseus. Red Squadron is to investigate and secure the area. You are to protect FTL-capable civilians and the Theseus until they can jump to safety with the fleet at Virgon. You are to escort ships lacking jump drives to the Theseus. Once your wing returns, we will transport the civilians aboard the Theseus. At present, the Theseus does not have enough fuel to make the jump to Virgon. We will rendezvous with the fleet as soon as we have secured Artillery supply. That is all. Good hunting, pilots.
Well, it appears that Theseus is having some trouble navigating, which is interesting because, of course, in mythology, Theseus is the one that navigates the labyrinth, ultimately to escape and defeat the Minotaur. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. To be fair, they do not have the fuel to navigate. They know where they're going, they just don't have the fuel in the form of Tilium, which is the magic, FTL-capable fuel used in the Battlestar Galactica universe. So I'm taking my Viper Mark 7 and heading off around the Aerilon system, of course named after Ares, looking for civilian ships and specifically looking for the Indart, which is a short-range fuel tanker that is in orbit. Oh. We're too late! We're too late, they're nuking the planet!
Debris to confirm that they are all destroyed before returning to the Theseus.
There's my wingman, or wing lady. So yeah, there's a pile of ships down there. You can see a base star way behind them as well. I don't want to get too close to that, although it might be a dead base star for all I know at this range. They all look scary regardless. So, ooh. Flip myself upside down so I can actually see the planet below me. Oh, Cylon Raiders! What a surprise. Oh, interesting here, of course, is that we're going to get to see a bunch of other ships we haven't seen before. Good, because I think I can deal with them better than those civilian spacecraft. Let's hope that there's some civilians alive around here. Weapons armed, main guns linked, missiles switch to a single fire mode. Boosting in at 110 meters per second. Although that speed does represent something of a problem here because we are flying around this system, but according to, Battlestar Galactica mythology, this awesome spacecraft, this Viper Mark 7, whoa, yes, as awesome as it is not capable of FTL travel, and you can't. Traveling at 110 meters per second would take like ages to fly around the planet, never mind around a solar system. So I'm not quite sure how we get here, except for saying that perhaps the plot angels brought us here with their magical superpowers that allows cool stories to happen. There, guns, guns, guns! Did we get him? No, we did not get him. I'm not so good at this, but the missions are all getting completed. I'm just not getting ridiculous levels of kills. Missile, but not good. No joy. 2 kills! Excellent! That was a successful one. And come on. Sliding around you here. Sliding around. And... oh, there is a bit of tracking going on. Got myself 3 kills. Quick! Don't let them escape! Don't let him escape. He's got secret information that he has no doubt transmitted by now, because we can't actually jam transmissions, right? Okay, there we go. Come on, we have seconds to get you before you jump away.
Frack it, they got away.
Oh, yeah, there he is, jumping out. Oh well. Well, let's see what's left here. Perhaps there's some stellium in the wreckage that we can salvage. You know, perhaps we can...
I'm picking up multiple colonial transponders and a live wireless channel from the frigate.
The frigate?
Thank the lords we're not the only survivors.
Oh, it's Theseus, which is,
Red 2, this is the Polytho-class frigate Theseus. You just saved our asses. The Cylons jumped in to investigate the Indar's distress signal. We powered down to play dead. It's a good thing you arrived. With those raiders, we wouldn't have been able to stay hidden much longer.
What's your situation, Theseus?
now, I think that Theseus is a Greek god of, like, plants or vegetation or something.
From our group bound for Vergon. We tried looking around for survivors at the orbital transfer points. We found these civilians doing the same thing. Problem is that most of these ships don't have fuel for the FTL drives. The Indar said she was a short-haul Tilium tanker. We were thinking of using them to...
We received the Indar's distress signal. Our ship, the Battlestar Theseus, is in critical need of Tilium.
Battlestar? The Indar doesn't have an FTL drive, so you'll need to bring your ship here. But base ships jumping it over, you'll be taking one hell of a risk. We are bringing our systems back online now.
Theseus, we are out of options. We lost most of our fuel reserves during a Cylon attack, and we cannot make the rendezvous at Vergon without additional fuel. If this doesn't work, it's going to be a one-way trip for us. I don't think we have much of a choice. This is Red 2 to Theseus. We have established contact with the Indar, and she has Tilium. We have neutralized the Cylon recon wing, but more might appear at any moment.
Affirmative, Red 2. Recalling our captain, beginning jump prep. Civilians are starting to bring their systems online again. Some of them don't like the idea of leaving their ships. They want to be refueled first. If the Cylons are on their way, there won't be enough time to refuel more than one ship. We're preparing shuttles for evacuation right now. We'll pass that along, Theseus.
I have to say, I do like the civilian ships in this mission. There's a lot of variation.
Contacts multiple ships. They're too large to be raiders, but too small to be base ships. We're picking up colonial transponders.
Hello. Can you hear me? This is calling up Golden Eagle. Is anyone there?
Golden Eagle, this is the Theseus. It's good to see more survivors. Please approach and enter escort formation. The Cylons were here not too long ago. We don't know when they plan on coming back.
We found someone. We've been jumping all over the system, looking for anyone else still alive.
You'll be safe now here. A Battlestar is on her way as we speak. Red Wing, do you mind escorting them to us?
I wouldn't mind at all. I mean, you know, escort missions are the bread and butter of these types of games. Okay, what have we got? Destroy Constellation! Let's destroy the entire Constellation.
6 Cylon raiders. They're splitting into 2 groups of 3.
Great, and no doubt.
Civilians.
Red Wing, you're to neutralize the Cylons before we jump into the area. Otherwise, we risk placing the civilians in greater danger of their important arrival.
We'll go Theseus. We'll take these toasters back to their scrapyard.
We'll take these toasters back to the scrapyard. So yes, we just gotta take these things out as quickly as possible. Oh, you foolish man. And he jumped out. Well, so much for them. They may have survived for now, but they will die somewhere else when without the support of a base star. Hey, got another kill, thankfully. And this guy...
The civilians are taking fire. Neutralize those raiders.
I'm doing my best!
We're taking heavy damage.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're the one that's flying the bucket of rust. You should have been joined the Navy.
Sunrise has been destroyed.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I hope your insurance company will cover it. Not that they're still in business anymore, but have fun submitting the paperwork to, I don't know, the Cylons. Assistance, yes. We're working on it. And there are these heavy raiders which do a lot of damage. So they're also easier to hit, which is why I'm going after them, so I can actually pad my kill count with the easy targets. I'm doing my best. And there's another one. Dead to my guns. Okay, sweet. Looks like just the civilian ships left. So they're going to form into escort formation as they were ordered, which looks like just kind of a big ball around Theseus. Yes, okay, the Theseus will be here and I'll be able to have some break, get back down to the bar and have some drinks with friends and whatnot. That's one of the cool things about Battlestar Galactica, was the whole like fleet convoy, you know, repopulating the species. And there's Theseus. Excellent, now time for some R&R.
Jump complete. Launching alert, miners.
Yes, be alert. The fleet needs alerts.
Tanker intern. We are ready to receive you. Proceed to our ventral refueling port. Before we begin refueling, I want my crew to be the first evacuated. When the Cylons come back, this tanker won't be able to take much damage before it blows us all to hell. Indert, we are launching evac shuttle soon. Your ship will be the first one evacuated. We should be able to take it from here, pilots. Good work. Good. We'll keep a skeleton crew on board until refueling is done. Initiating docking procedure. Redwing, get yourself back to the barn to restock. There's no telling how soon the Cylons are going to be back.
I suspect they will be here pretty soon because, well, it's just one click away. Time to land, anyway. Yeah, I was commenting that the whole repopulating the species with a fleet of, you know, civilian ships. Turns out there was a really interesting paper on genetics and the amount of biodiversity you get based upon a population. And they figured out that if you were to basically evacuate Earth or whatever, then you'd need about 10 to 50,000 people to ensure you got enough genetic diversity.
I can't believe it. Flesh and blood toasters?
I don't think that the Cylons really look like us. They're doing this to people, probably have been for years. Ripping the brains out of men and women, plugging in microchips, and turning them on us.
Okay, so yeah, that technically is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen the TV show, but if you haven't seen the TV show and you're watching this, I don't know what is going through your head. Seriously, you have to go and watch the Battlestar Galactica reimagined TV show, because it is a, you know, pretty, I mean, definitely the early on it is absolutely fantastic. It kind of lags a bit during the last season, but it's all very watchable, very entertaining, as has this game been so far. I think we got 2 more missions in the default set, and so we'll see those in future episodes. Until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.